Hello everybody, Happy New Year, almost. So today is the 31st of December and it's the last day of Tracie's Christmas clusters. All of the little sheets of freebies on her kofi page, and I have printed out and cut out, you can see here, I've cut everything out for the final week. And then there was a bonus on Christmas Day. So if you haven't got them, the link is down below, and go over to Tracie's kofi page and download the little clusters, or the sheets to make the clusters. So just thought I'd show you that it got completely full and used and crossed out, and I've still just got New Year's Eve left to do. So it worked well. Now, the clusters. So there was 3 of these, which could be, I guess, belly bands, or you could cut all of the bits up. I've cut everything out of the sheets, and I have pulled out all this stuff. I've just pulled it into these are obviously from my little box there, but the rest of this has just just poking on my desk. I mean, we've got more here, just stuff hanging around this. I was just having a little bit of a play beforehand, so I thought maybe I'll kind of know what I'm doing when I come on camera. Great plans and all that. No. Anywho, these are the leftovers from the pages of this, and I have got an old notebook here to the side, which is the pages come out perforated there, so these are left there. So I just pulled one off because I thought, oh, that actually looks quite cool, and the blue, or I could have used the pink. Anyway, I'll be keeping those because I reckon I'll use a few of them. Sitting under my bin, it is. Now, I thought that I would just, oh look, all these will come out of the book. Right. I want to round the corners. That's the first thing I want to do. Just a little one. Where's the small, that side? I hope everyone had a beautiful Christmas. Mine was a little sad, as you would know, but we made it through, and the next one will be easier. I think the hardest part was when everyone left and I was at home alone. When I noticed it the most, I guess, because hubby wasn't there. A little bit different, of course, here in Australia. I was looking through all the pictures, and they're all winter snaps. Of course, the other day it was 38 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but hot. Does that actually, oh yeah, just a little bit along the, actually, no, I think on the edge of this one, if I use the ground espresso, just going to dab it along the edge. It'll just give it a bit of dark without too much colour. So yes, I've been busy cleaning the pool and swimming in the pool, because it's no good having a pool and keeping it all clean and not swimming in it. The other night, my girlfriend texted me about 7, and she goes, "Is it too late to come for a swim?" I went, "Absolutely not. I'll just put my swimmers back on." Do you know what it's like trying to put wet swimmers on? Nightmare. But I managed. They just get stuck, and it's just like, I couldn't be. I could have gone and got another pair of swimmers, but I couldn't be bothered. So I persevered. The dogs just looking at me, you know, when you talk to them and they just put their head on the side, like, you know, I have no idea what you're saying, but you sound really stupid. Yep, that was the look. That was the look I was getting. So, I'm probably gonna pull some more bits and pieces out, but let's just layer. Like I said, here in Australia, it's all summer, so I'm thinking, I might, when I've finished putting everything, I might just put a row of zigzag down the center, but I would also, maybe not on this one, let me just get my glue book, here it is. I would also like to try and do a couple with a bit of hidden journaling, because I don't usually make New Year's resolutions, but I do try and come up with my word of the year, and so that way, I mean, I could put it on the front, but maybe also I might like to write hidden away, like why is that, why have I chosen that as my word of the year. So I'm kind of covering up the people, but just a little bit's poking out. Oh, it's not even straight. Not that it matters. Now, I don't know how this is going to stick. I have to be careful, because if I get all those edges, I think it will just rip. And it's not really great paper either. Just that over. Do I want it there, or do I want it further over? Maybe further over. Now, I think I'm going to have to put the glue. This glue's obviously not as, because it gets so hot, it's started to change colour, which means the stickiness is not as good. And we've got this little bit of lace that just, I was getting something else and it fell out, and I went, oh, obviously you need to come and play with me. This won't stick that down, so I need a little bit of this. What was that? Oh, that's the tacky. There's not very much left, but these are sticker labels, you know, that you put through your printer. I must have needed something. Oh, punched holes out there. Maybe we could just, why not? It's there. Let's just do it. Yeah, do I want it off the side there like that, I think? Do you know what, I could get my Dymo. Where are you? There it is. Let's see, because I could do happy, so it's says Happy New Year. I'm going to try and get there because I want a zigzag. That's roughly the centre there. I don't want to go through their faces. So it looks like that's kind of down the centre. So that can be like that. I may as well use one of these. And so I don't want to sew through this. Black or blue? Oh, the blues are shiny. What's the red? That's matte. Let's have a look. No, I think just the black. Yep, black it is. Now it's going in. Okay, now we just want to just say Happy Road. Oh, didn't work. Okay, why not? I do have two. I think one of them, that one's older. Oh, it's got pink in it. This one obviously does work because I've had colour in it. I wish I could get a few more of these. I've got 4, but they're all the same font. I'm sure if I keep my eye out, it'd be nice to have the cursive one. That would be fun. I think maybe I didn't put it through all the way far enough. There we go. Trim that. My hair doesn't need to be part of the cluster. Nope. So that's coming down there. We're going to have Happy, but we'll put that on after I sew. Is that enough? And they can sort of come down there. Okay, let's glue. Let's get this out of the way. Let's glue our people down. I've had my glitter glue upside down. Hopefully it is okay. Not really. Better than it was the other day, that's for sure. And keep that upside down, there we go. So we'll put that on after. And do we need something else up there as well? at this, came off the back of a frame. The old sticky tape, and the paper's so brittle. Nope, that's too big. Let's just put the little end or the big end? I think the little end. These are self-adhesive, and I'm going to be sewing through it, so I'll be fine with just that glue. Okay, I'm going to just leave that on there. I'll put that on after because I don't want to sew through that. Right, that's that one. That's pretty simple. Let's see. Like I said, all of this stuff just on my desk. I did sort of sort through these little bits and pieces and have a bit of, well, not really a play, but a look at what I might want to do. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ink everything, because you don't need to see me ink everything, and I'll come back. I might just sort through roughly into little piles, and then we'll come back and see what I'm up to. Okie dokie there, everything's inked. Now I've got a couple here where the tags are almost the same size, and I thought, what if I join them and then they can go together. I wonder if where's my little magnets? Got poke magnets. I've got Velcro. Magnet would be better. Magnet would be better. Where did I put them? Could be anywhere. Alright, we'll go with the Velcro because I've got no idea where they are. So let us begin. I'm not going to punch that hole, so I'll just give it a good ink. Why don't we use some of this tape that I made? Oh, we'll have the numbers because, you know, countdown to New Year's and all that. If I can get it off. This is the medical tape. Problem is I did it back in August, so it's been on here a little bit too long. But, oh, there we go. How long do we need it? About where the 7 is. Perfect. Just lining it up on my mat so that it's kind of straight. And maybe, do you think maybe on the inside, I've got a skinny one that's skin colour. Yeah, that would be alright. Trim that off. their little, oh, there they are. So these are the Velcro brand Velcro dots. They are 3/8 of an inch or 0.9 centimeters in diameter. Put it down, and then I put the other one on top. Then I close it. That way I know they're in exactly the right spot. Put those back before I lose them. Okay, so I can probably paper clip it to a page, but then I can hidden journaling, or I can write your New Year's resolution or my word for the year. I think that's the wrong colour. I think you're right. Okay, let's take that off. And we'll use some of the, oh, what about this skinny masking tape? It's already pre-ripped. That'll do. And it needs to be a little bit, right? Yep. That will do. Right. Okay. Oh, I've got this. That'd be cute. You can see I've kind of worked out what's going in what pile. This might be. Rolled up. Oh, see, to be careful, it's just going to break. Okay, so I've been, as you saw, just been putting these together. I went to get my sewing machine out, well, try and unbury it from the other room, and it's not a happening thing. So I am going to do some hand sewing. I used to have one of those, I think it was a Tim Holtz ruler that was fantastic, had the holes in it, but unfortunately it broke. I'm not sure if you can still get them, but anywho, I wanted to just do a zigzag, but I might actually do, let's see, we might just straight stitch to about there, and then we'll zigzag, straight, zigzag, straight. So what did we say? It's going to be straight, zigzag, straight, zigzag, and straight. So what I need to do is I need to punch holes. I'm going to do it with my pencil so you can see. So I'm going to do the zigzag part. So I need to do, excuse me, so the straight stitch is going to finish there. I'm going to come down here. So I'm going to put a hole every 1/4 of an inch. So you can, and then on the obviously the other side, I need to do it in the middle of those two. So here. So when I sew, it'll be like that. All right, and then these will be straight. Okay, so normally I wouldn't do that in pencil. I'd just go for it straight with my pokey tool, but I just wanted you to see how to work it out. Right, so I'm going to fast forward this bit because you don't need to see 50,000 holes poked. Well, okay, there's not 50,000, but quite a few. bit hard to see on this side, but I think you can see all of my holes. Right, let's get sewing. And as you can hear, gosh, they haven't made these. This is over 20 years old. I don't even know if that company still exists. This is the best pokey tool ever. And I need a needle with a fine head. I don't want to make the holes bigger than they are. I think that one. Now, while I was looking for this, I found this in the same box. There's some they're dragonfly wing little charms, but I thought, well, I know they're dragonfly wings, but you know, wings are wings, and I thought maybe you might even sew it in. Maybe, let's see. If I sewed, it's because it's got a, oh, will it go through here? No, I have to get a thinner needle. We'll see. This looks like it is three strands. I should have washed my hands as they're all inky. So we'll just get a baby wipe. Is that going to be thin and too thick? No, it'll be fine. Got a feeling that this needle, I can just tell by holding the shaft that it's going to make absolutely enormous holes. So I'll just get a needle out of my bookbinding stuff. Yeah, look at that nice skinny one. I can get it out. I need so I am going to back stitch the straight stitch and then go to the zigzag. So I need to start the second hole down by that. And if you don't want to use sticky tape, I don't know if you can see what I've done there, but I've crossed the little tail over so it gets caught, and then I'll bring it this way and it'll get caught again. Down, it's going to get caught. You see how it's getting caught under the stitches. And no stippy tape, my kids used to say, stippy. I don't know why, but they did. There we go, and now it's all in there and no knots and no sticky tape. Okay, there we go. Now, the last thing I need to do is, because I poked from the back, all of the layers of paper have come through the front. So I'm just, with the lid on my little pokey tool, I'm just rubbing the paper down. You can just, I don't know if you can see where the difference between where I've just rubbed and where I haven't rubbed. Okie dokie. Now, do we want to put these little wings, do we want to just have them hanging here? Why not? Oh, upside down. That's okay. Because I'm not gluing it, I'm going to just stitch it twice. And I will actually tie a knot because I don't want that to come undone and fall off. I realised when I was sewing that this is actually crochet cotton, not embroidery floss at all. So it's not 3 strands, it's just 1 strand of the I don't know what size. It feels like a 10 maybe. Right. Just cutting those a little bit shorter. Now if I was going to use this as a belly band, I would have to get myself paper and put that down there, because otherwise it'll get caught. So shall we do that? Yes, we shall. Right. Or you could just use washi tape if you had, especially if you have a washi tape that you're trying to get rid of. It's not going to be seen, of course. Alrighty, let's have a look at what we've made for today. So because today's the 31st, I decided to do all Happy New Year's. Okay, so I've got my little belly band with happy couple celebrating New Year's. Obviously it's got 47 there. That was just, that was on the paper, but we can say it's no 1847 maybe, I don't know. So they're very dapper anyway, those people. So a little belly band there, clustery-ish. And we've got, so these are some of the ones that I did just in fast forward. So I've got a little, oops, Happy New Year. I hope you saw that I used, this is just the backing of my watercolor paper, and I just put that underneath so it'll stick up. It's still a bit wet, and I've put the fine glitter around the Happy New Year. Used those again. What else have we got here? Oh, some more of that metallic lace, just a simple one there, Happy New Year. Cute little, they must be someone's children. They're not old enough to be a couple. Happy New Year. I grunged this little Happy New Year tag up. Little offcuts of these dooflickies. And I also put this behind the little boy to make him stand up. And we've got, this one's got a little tag there, Happy New Year tag, and this one also opens, so you can, oops, see if she's glued it down. Has she? No, the lace and the lace and, I'm just going to cut it. The lace and the gauze have gotten tangled. We'll just cut the gauze. It's gone tangled all the way up. That's right. Anyway, so I've got the little Velcro, and you could write in there. Plus you've also got a little tag there. This one is, okay, sorry about that. My battery went flat. I had to put it on charge. So I was up to talking about this little guy with, remember I put staples through, but not all the way through, so that you can still write inside. A little Tracie label, and this bit of old, well, it's actually vintage sticky tape and papers off the back of a frame that I have in the hallway. So writing on there, and you could also write on the back, so if you stuck that in a pocket. And this little cutie, which is pretty plain, it's just got all the sparklies around each of the pieces, so around the January. So I was looking, while I was waiting for the battery to on my phone to charge, I was looking at this one. I thought it kind of needs a, so I'm actually thinking that I might just poke that one in there. It looks a little bit more balanced, doesn't it? I don't think this one needs one. No, that one can just stay plain. So let's take the back off this one. Poke that in yonder. There we go, yeah. Just needed that little bit more balance. Well, there we go, people. Excuse me, my 6 little clusters, which can be, oh, yeah. Oh, that's a bit of my glue book. You could layer these, obviously not quite that large, and put it onto a page. You could, if you wanted to make cards for people, you could layer this up on anything. It doesn't have to be book paper. Actually, do you know what would look good would be the cardboard. You know, when you take it apart and you have the corrugation, and then put it on the front of a card blank. Have I? No card blanks here. No, none. So, you know, put it on the, pretend this is our card. Put that on the front of a card. A little bit more of, you know, more embellished, and then you've got a Happy New Year card for people. So I don't know if who you're celebrating with tonight. I've got friends coming over to celebrate New Year's with me, and I'm sure, just as we did on Christmas morning, we'll have a little toast to my husband. Sorry. And yeah, so even though I've done all New Year's ones, I probably, if I've got some card blanks, I could whiz them out and give everyone a little Happy New Year card, because I can tell you that I'm looking forward to the new year. I mean, it's all a new, I've got a new normal now, but this year has been pretty awful. Putting my dad in a home after having 2 horrific accidents and Gavin passing away. Bring on 2026. And I found a oh, I don't even know, maybe I was on Pinterest or something, and there was, let me show you, I'll bring it up. Or did I get rid of it? No, there we go. So I want you to remember this. Oh, it's from the Lolly Life, and I thought that's just that's what I'm declaring for next year. National Crafting Day, every day. Yes, indeedy. Perfect. That's what I need. So, oh, here's a card. There we go. So, you know, anything you could put and look quite cute. Obviously not a white card. Bit of inking. There we go. Thank you for joining me today and being following along with Tracie's, it's a bit of a mouthful, the December Daily Advent Christmas Clusters. Say that 3 times fast. And thank you, Tracie, for inviting me. I really needed this to help me start, well, one, to clean up my desk because it had just become a dumping place for all of the endless paperwork that you have to fill out when someone passes away. And it's easy here because I can just sort of, you know, it's not in my face. Yes, I needed that little push. Thank you, Tracie, for inviting me to be a part of the December Daily, the tags, and the Christmas clusters. It's what I needed to get back into the kind of swing of things. The kind of swing. Yes, as I said, my new normal. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful New Year's celebrations and a beautiful 2026. I will be seeing you soon because I will be getting back into crafting. One of the things that I am going to do is I get a lot of requests for classes in person for bookbinding, because where I live there's obviously not many people who teach bookbinding. And when my husband passed away, I asked for no flowers, although I still got many flowers. But I did ask everyone to send me a card or give me a card and to write their favourite memory of Gavin. So I've got this big, massive pile of cards, so when we were at the funeral, we didn't have a book for people to sign because I asked people to give me a card. So I'm going to make those into a memory book, a little bit more meaning than just people writing their names in the books at the funeral. I mean, people go, oh, that was such a good idea because, you know, I've got it from my mum, I never look at it. I've got it from so-and-so, and, you know, it just sits in the back of the cupboard. So people wrote, some people just, you know, dear Mandy, Daniel and Jennifer, you know, sorry for your loss and regards. But some people, I had a real giggle at some of the little stories that they'd written about Gavin, which was the idea. So I'm going to be making that into a book, which I will do in some, more than one part video. Oh, it'll probably be 3 or 4, making the book and showing you how to sew them in. I actually do this type of thing with like, you know, when you turn 50, birthdays, special occasions, and make all of my cards into a book for that occasion. So this is the same. So stay tuned for that one. And I've got a couple of other things that I had started to work on before Gavin went into hospital, and so I'll be finishing off with those. So please stick around and join me next year. Have a happy new year, and you take care. Toodles.